Hi! Okay, so we're going to try Make or Break, or Kettle, whichever you like. The font format's fucked up this tab, that's great. Okay, let's just go for it. So basically the intro, pretty much really similar to Dead and Gone. It plays without any bass for the first sort of bit. Basically when the drums come in is when you come in. And what you come in with is you're basically on 4 on the A string, you're on 2 on the E string, you're back to 4 on the A string, and then you're on 4 on the E string, and then you're back to 4 on the A string, back to 2 on the E string, and then it finishes with 6 on the E string, 4 on the E string, and then down to 2 on the E string. So, sorry, what that is together is basically, so it's a phrase that sort of goes around 4 times. So the first time is... Okay, so that's the intro to the song. And obviously, like those notes, as you learn most of the songs, those notes are going to be, comprise most of the song. So I'll play it from the beginning. Obviously, I'll show you when you come in, and we'll get up to the end of the sort of instrumental bit, which is the intro. Okay, so that's the first bit, and then obviously that, as I went to there, that goes to back to 4 on A string to start the first verse. First verse, I'm pretty sure it's kind of identical to that intro, but it's the notes sort of last a bit longer, so it's. Okay, so basically it only plays the phrase twice round, but so it's the same phrase, but the second time you sort of play this 2 on the E string and then go up to the 4. So that's the verse the whole way through is. Okay, sorry. So the pre-chorus, again, this should all be labelled right on the tab, which is the bit that goes. Okay, so that's 2 on the E string, 4 on the A string. It repeats that round twice. And then the third time you go back to the 2 on the E string, but then you finish with a single 4 on the E string, because it's basically a pause before it goes into the chorus. So I'll play that with the song, hopefully. Okay. Okay, there's a little break and then we're into the chorus. So the chorus, it gets a bit busy the second half. First half is sort of, again, similar notes. It starts on the 4 on the A string and goes to the 2 on the E string. So it's time is all I've got and I'm not gonna waste it. Growing old and becoming complacent. And then this is where it gets a bit busy. So it goes, after it's done that for the first half, so So again, that should all be on the tab, but basically, so after it goes the first half, the second half of it, you're on 1 on the A string, to 2 on the E string, 4 on the E string, 1 on the E string, and then finally on 2 on the E string. And you finish it by ringing out on 4 on the E string. So slowly, the whole thing is, okay, I'll play that. Oh. Okay. Okay, and basically after that, it just repeats the intro. I think it might be slightly shorter, but it's the same bit, the first bit we went through, so I'll just play along with it. Okay, so yeah, it's no longer no shorter, exactly the same as the first intro bit. Second verse is slightly different from the first, in that it basically just goes up at the end. So it starts on the same note, so it starts on 4 on the A string, so it's. This is where it gets different because it goes up to 6 on the E string, so it's 4 on the A string, 2 on the E string, it goes up to 6 on the E string, and then 4 on the E string. So it's. And then, okay, so that's the second verse. We'll play that along with it. Basically, after the second verse, it goes straight into the pre-chorus bit, which again is on the tab, which is exactly the same, but whereas on the first pre-chorus you stop and you hang on that 4, you basically just keep playing that 4 straight into the chorus. So theoretically we could go straight through the pre-chorus and the chorus from the second verse. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Hopefully this is clear for you. Okay, second verse. Pre-chorus. Chorus. Okay, the chorus repeats again. So chorus again. Well, you ring these notes out. Okay, sorry, I forgot about that. So yeah, the second chorus is twice as long. So it's exactly the same, but for when it gets a bit busy in the second half of it, you just sort of hit single notes. So it goes. Sleep at night and keeps me awake. Things I haven't done, things I just can't shake. All the choices I know that I can't make. So you sort of play the last 2 notes as normal, but everything before that is just sort of rang out. Okay, nearly there. So the the bridge is really similar to the pre-chorus. I'm just going to copy. Yeah, so it's really similar to the pre-chorus. It's only really in how it ends that it's different. So it's, but you sort of hit the notes more. So it's basically more like a da da da. So again, it's 2 on the E string, 4 on the A string. So it's. So you switch to 4 on the E string the second time round. So da 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 don't know why I sang it. This is an instrument, it makes noise. So basically it plays it 3 times round. The first time is just standard 2 to 4. Second time round goes 2 to 4 and then finishes on 4 on the E string. And the third time round is the same as sort of what similar to the second time round, but it sort of rings more on the 4. So it's okay, and then after that it's the bit where it goes, and it's make or break. So all that is, it goes down to 2 on the E string and then hangs on 4 on the E string. So it's make or break. So the whole thing, whole bridge is. Okay, after that it's basically just back into the chorus until the end of the song, but we'll play through the, well no, you know, I'll show you. So basically that's the pre-chorus. The last chorus then, so there's the ring out before it goes into the actual chorus. So you go to the first note of the chorus, which is 4 on the A string. So after you've done that, make or break, you hit that note, but just ring it out. So that's where the last chorus starts, and then the drums, so it sort of goes, so it's make or break, time is all I've got and I'm not gonna waste it. So you basically hit 2 stabs. So when you go to the chorus you hit the 4 and it's like, time is all I've got and I'm not gonna waste it. So you just hit 2 stabs on 4 and then you go down to the 2 on the E string as you normally would. So make or break, time is all I've got and I'm not gonna waste it, going old and becoming complacent. Last time's a little bit different. Time is all I've got and I'm not gonna waste it, growing old and becoming complacent. You basically hang these notes out. So it's similar to how you come out of the second chorus, but you don't sort of pick up on the last 2 notes. You just ring every note out at that busy bit at the end. Okay, I'm going to try and play it through from, because I know that seems like quite a lot. I'm going to try and play it through from where we picked up with the bridge, and play it right through to the end, and then I'll play it all the way through, and hopefully by then it'll make a bit of sense. Okay, so it's the bridge. Yeah, hopefully that was okay. I hope it was, because it took me like 6 times to do that, which is insane. I tried to simplify the rhythm a bit as well, so hopefully if you play it more like I just played it then, it might be a bit easier to get a grip on. Okay, cool.